Coming to Blu-ray. In one of the most sacred cities on Earth
Vatican City.
lies the most dangerous secret in the world.
This is it. This is the key.
Tell the world the truth.
Angels and Demons, on the Blu-ray November 24th. The best way to watch movies at home ever.
All right, George, you know as well as I do, Jully Black has some serious pipes.
And on a Monday, I'm gonna love you.
No wonder she's been called Canada's R&B queen. But getting that title wasn't easy. Jully grew up in a tough neighborhood, Toronto's Jane-Finch. Her twin brother died at birth, and her mom raised 9 children on her own. As a kid, Jully started singing in the church choir and says she knew early on she had a gift. Well, Canada's hip-hop elite agreed, and before long, she was collaborating with guys like Socrates, Chaclair, and Cardinal Offishall.
Yo, my homegirl, Money Jane.
And yeah, that's Sean Paul with her there too. Eventually, Jully got her own record deal, and in 2005, released her debut album, This Is Me. 2 years later, time for another album. Cue Revival, which gave Jully her first top 10 hit. Along the way, she's started to kink in my hair. She's written songs for Nas and Destiny's Child, and shared the stage with Jay-Z, Patti LaBelle, 50 Cent, and Bon Jovi. Now she's got a new album called The Black Book. No, not that kind of black book, George. The first single is called Running.
Everybody, please welcome back our friend Jully Black. Muzik, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
You got a silver body, Jully Black.
I'm sprayed up, man.
You're all sprayed up.
I'm sprayed up, metal woman.
That's nice. You know, so much was made of the last record and getting it out and all that, and then to follow it up, pressure is on any artist. What was your headspace like when you had to go make another record?
It was time to make the record without anybody telling me to make the record. Everyone was afraid, the recession and cutbacks, but music is what was necessary. It actually was a place of redemption to just go write a record, no pressure. Just do it for the whole creative process. It was good.
You know, you hear artists who talk about the process being cathartic for them.
Yeah.
But when you hear it and you go, okay, I understand why it would be. But for you, what's it like when you get in the studio and you have headphones on and you have to unload what's on your heart?
Well, if you took some Pepto, you know what that feels like to unload. Feels real good to unload sometimes.
That is it.
Just let it all go, right? You know what I'm saying? All that, right? Come on. Come on. It felt good, George.
Did it, yeah?
Felt like, you know, new Carney Wilson, not old Carney Wilson. Nice and light.
You're nice and light. That's what you needed?
Nice and light.
That's what you needed?
Yes.
Wasn't an easy year for you, man. I mean, the record's dedicated to your manager. You lost your manager. She died suddenly.
Suddenly,
Bonnie?
32 years old, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Just like that. This is the whole point, that you get one life, you get one death, and what you do in between is really up to you, and that's what the Black Book represents, just taking back the control and knowing that I'm totally the one that's writing my own destiny.
I think a lot of people can get in and overthink their life, can't they? And
Oh,
overthink,
yeah. Oh, yeah, and culturally, we overthink it all the time. That's a whole other thing. We need my own hour for all that.
Do that?
Yeah.
Hey, look, dude, we got time. We've already talked to Dr. Montana. This is just you and I at this
Right?
point right now. But the process, was it easier for you?
It was.
Yeah?
It was. I put together a production team of 2 wonderful gentlemen out of Atlanta, young Pete Alexander and Kellis E. Parker. And we studied the greats, man. Before Michael passed on, we realized there was a relationship between the producer and the artist, with him and Quincy and Rob Temperton. And it was like, you know what? That's when music felt good. It was all about the feeling. So we went back there and studied it, and here we are, the Black Book.
But part of the feeling is the rawness, and that's something that a lot of people are afraid to do, to get out there. And even though the Michael Jackson records were heavily produced, there was a rawness to some of it.
Absolutely.
And certainly the greats before that.
Yes.
And most people today, they can't do that, man. They don't want to like bear it all.
No, why bear it all, right? The fear out there is insane. You put the radio on, it's the same 10 songs over and over again. We become droids, and it's like all of a sudden through osmosis we like this thing. So I'm just ready to completely be Jully and take my time. You know, the good Lord could have built the world in one day. It took 7, honey.
Took 7 days. Or it took millions of years of evolution or billions, whatever, however you want to look at it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
However you want.
Sorry, Tom.
However you want to do it, all right?
It all bang together, right?
Are you a religious person? Is that inside you?
Very faithful, for sure, and spiritual, yes.
How does it manifest itself in your life? How do you use it?
Well, it's daily. You look around, and the other day when I was in Banff and I saw a deer came up to the hot tub. It's like these people, these animals are living off the earth. Somebody, something created these animals, and they're able to sustain themselves. It's like, you know what? We are, in essence, capable of really sustaining ourselves with faith, with belief, with self-love, with an attitude of gratitude. I think that's what's missing a lot in this, was just being thankful, period. Somebody opened the door for you, say thank you. Goes a long way.
What's it like? I mean, you're growing up. You're growing up.
I'm a woman now.
Yeah.
George.
Oh, I know.
Right, ladies? Okay. We love the estrogen.
But you know, the music industry, certainly anything that's even remotely pop is often the domain of kids, but R&B is the one opportunity where women get to be women. You know, if they walk that path correctly. How do you make those choices? I mean, I imagine people want you to do things you're uncomfortable with.
Surprisingly, no. I think the biggest challenge I've had recently is being boxed into the R&B mold. Being a Canadian woman and a born and bred person here, we didn't have black radio up until like 10 years ago. And so here we are, where I was able to listen to Bruce Springsteen and Bob Marley and Run DMC and all the Genesis and even some Kenny Rogers up in the house, honey.
No, Kenny Rogers, man.
Right, but it was just good music. Okay, that is what we are. Right? No one in between.
You save your singing voice. I'm going to try that with you later.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you know, music wasn't segregated, and I'm just looking forward to the day where we could go back to the whole feeling of the music and not judging the record on what does she look like. You know, if Nelly Furtado sang Running, would it be an R&B song? Right. That's my question to Canada.
Well, for you then, it's still the reality of, you know, what does she look like and all the stuff that goes into it. There is still the packaging.
Well, you're not going to buy the battered apple. You go to Loblaws, you're not going to pick up the battered apple, George. Come on, right?
But maybe I like the battered apple. No, I understand what you're saying, but it's still a balance to strike, isn't it?
Of course, and you being in control of that. I'm 5'11", I'm 100 and a lot of pounds, but this is me, right? Yeah. All of me. Don't cheat, love your meat.
Did you have to learn to get there? Did you learn to get there?
Absolutely. I'm still learning to get there. Sometimes the incline's on 5, sometimes it's on 15, depends on how I'm feeling on the treadmill. But it's one of those things, of course, you have to get to know yourself and know that there's one Julie, you know, there's one mold, and it was broken after I was created, so I got to be the best me.
There also really wasn't anybody before you doing this in this country, so what was it like trying to find your place in Canada?
I'm happy you're telling people that, because I feel like Harriet Tubman sometimes. It's just all through the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
It's just all through.
Well, over it. I mean, you can name 50 women who have your inspiration and feeling in America who pulled this off, but in Canada, it doesn't have the same history. Do you think that's because of their access to music, because of radio, because most kids don't even know who Sam Cooke is, or haven't heard, Etta James. They don't know what that music is. So why do you think it's taken so long for there to be just one Julie?
Ooh, good question. I think, yes, we are Siamese and married to America. That's obvious. We're right there. We're heavily influenced over the airwaves, yes. But I think it's the responsibility of the household. I think it starts at home, the schools, the churches, wherever you are, to continue to play the good music, to influence the next generation so that we all could continue the legacy.
You want to sing some songs?
Yeah.
All right, so Julie makes records. They're all soulful. They're all beautiful. What I've got is something she's never had to do before. Ever. More with Jully Black right after this.
May I rub some ointment on?
Hey, tomorrow on the program, one of Stephen Harper's cabinet ministers is going to be our Tony Clement, the Minister of Industry. Lots to talk about with him. But not only that, Mr. Lyle Lovett on the show. So Tony and Lyle tomorrow. Bum. Jully Black is here. Got a brand new record. You write songs for other people.
I have. Yes.
Destiny's Child. Do you approach it differently? Do you walk around singing Independent Woman or something and then sit down and do it?
No, you know what? It's just like making an outfit. And if it fits her size 5, then she wears the outfit. Kind of simple as that. It was a while ago. I look forward to writing for more artists for sure.
I wonder if it makes you a better songwriter for yourself if you can take you out of the mix in the artistic process.
That's what Diane Warren says, even though she doesn't sing. But that's what she says. Yeah, if you could make it less personal, it'll definitely go a lot further.
All right, it's time to get you to sing. So here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
She sings songs and they're soulful and you feel it. And they're
Don't hate.
And there's like, I'm not hating. I'm not hating, I'm participating.
Oh.
But we decided, what if we took random lines? Could Julie make it soulful? We got our toque. Right here.
I got butterflies, wow.
Do you like, when was the last time you had to do like a on-the-spot performance like this?
This may be the first and last time.
Now, when the Hour did the show in Ireland, we went to a place called Tipperary where Shane MacGowan was, the guy from the Pogues, and so we hung out with him, did an interview, talked. But then cats would come into the bar and they'd almost weirdly bully him to sing because everybody knew he was a singer. Do people ever come up to you and go, "Sing me a song"?
Oh, all the time. Like, come on. Am I just, if you're an accountant, are you just balancing books everywhere in McDonald's? Like, just balance my checkbook.
No.
Nah.
All right, pick a line. Pick a line.
Oh.
Okay, now we got to make that soulful.
When this is all over, let's lie on our tummies and talk about our dreams.
Okay, boy, that is just like the worst thing to hear.
I'm gonna sing the word tummy probably for the first time. Okay, here we go. When this is all over, let's lie on our tummies and talk about our dreams.
Score one for Jully Black. Nice. Wow. I think you can do this.
Another one?
Oh, yeah.
Come on!
Oh, no, there's going to be some. Yeah, man, I want to hear how this goes.
Come on!
All right, let me read. Okay, this one, Julie. I believe in you, missus, but may I rub some ointment on your feet? Now, keep in mind, if you're looking for motivation, there are a lot of people watching this right now who have some weird foot fetish, so you're singing to them.
May I rub some ointment on your feet? All right. May I? Okay? May I?
Now, where do you want me to be when you sing this? Do you want me to sit like this, or?
Can you put...
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready? May I? May I? May I? May I rub some ointment on your feet?
Yeah. Jully Black, everybody. She's got a brand new record, which is called Black Book, and you'll see her on the Stephen and Chris Holiday Special as well. So look for her singing on the Holiday Special. Thursday, December 10th, 8 p.m. Jully Black, everyone. Tomorrow's headline tonight is back.